We chose to do the Tertiary Period. It happened 66 million years ago to 2.5 million years ago. We nickname it the Age of Apes.
At the end of the Mesozoic time period, tectonic plates began shifting, which caused plates to bulge up against one another and resulted in mountains to form. When the mountains formed, they pushed nutrients into the ground, which resulted in plants in the ocean to grow more. Around 5 million years ago, a chain of islands formed to link North and South America together, allowing animals from both landforms to cross.
These are the continents of the Tertiary Period. They look relatively the same as they do today.
About 66 million years ago, everything warmed up about 8 degrees Celsius. This was known as the PETM, which changed the climate of the world.
The PETM stands for Paleocene, Eocene, Thermal, Maximum.
The PETM caused rainforests to expand. There were tropical rainforests in the middle of what is now Wyoming. 56 million years ago, there was a spike in the amount of greenhouse gases in the oceans. A lot of carbon was released from plants. When the earth warmed, methane hydrates melted, releasing methane and carbon into the atmosphere and oceans. The ocean temperatures were up to 36 degrees Celsius. The CO2 caused the oceans to be more acidic. They depleted the ocean's carbonates, which were essential for aquatic animals creating their shells.
Life in the Tertiary Period was different than it is now. For one thing, there were many other species then. One of those species was the megalodons. They were the largest sharks that ever lived. Newer megalodons were 2 to 3 meters long, but as they got older and grew to full size, they were 18 meters long. During the Ice Age, they moved to colder climates and adapted to the temperature. They could live in water as cold as 1 degree Celsius. When they went extinct, many species of whales got bigger to the size they are today. Another species that was around back then was the terror bird. It stood at 9.8 feet and weighed 330 pounds. They had beaks like you would find on today's modern raptors. One of the most important species that showed up were types of hominids. And there were 3 that could have been the very first hominids, and we believe they were bipedal. The first is listed on the slide. They lived in Ethiopia 5.8 million years ago. It is assumed they were bipeds because of the bones in their big toe and the way it was shaped. The second species is a little older. It lived in central Kenya about 6 million years ago. Because of the shape of the femur bones, we think they were bipeds. They just didn't walk exactly like humans do. The third species on there is the oldest one. It lived in Chad 7 million years ago. It's believed to be bipedal because of the shape and direction of the hole in the bottom of its skull.
About 55 million years ago, temperatures went up 8 to 5 degrees Celsius. This is called the PETM. A guess for why this happened is because volcanic eruptions melted the methane on the ocean floor, which released greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. 34 million years ago, ice sheets started forming in the Antarctica. It warmed up again, so 7 million years ago, what believed to be the first hominids walked on Earth.
If we went on vacation in the Tertiary Period, we would bring a knife to hunt and protect ourselves from the apes, rope to hide in trees, and a camper so we would have shelter.